the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson here for 2K Sports alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Precious few games left before playoff time as the all-important playoff seeding starts to solidify. And coming right up, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Last game for the Spurs, they ended up with a loss to the Warriors in Oakland. They're in the midst of a 3-game losing streak, hoping to break out with a win tonight. We'll see if they can shake off the cobwebs. And with a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the hallmarks of a great defensive team.
Well, first there has to be an anchor in the back. And if you have an anchor in the back, then all of a sudden you can start with containing the basketball and denying those open lanes, because you know if they try to get to the rim, the anchor is back there. And after that, it's all about getting your hands up and making sure you contest every single shot.
And your anchor has to be a great communicator. He has to talk, help his teammates, make those extra plays like, hey, move, slide your feet, Ernie, pass the ball, give it back to Kenny, hey, watch out, he's cutting through.
Oh, you got me moving,
Ernie.
you got me moving.
Communication's the big key, Ernie.
You see, he was the anchor and I started
Hands up,
moving.
Kenny,
Oh.
slide down, yeah, rotate, oh, yeah, get the three.
See? Yeah. As soon as he started talking, I just went. It just, man.
Two great defenders right there. Kevin Harlan.
Into tonight's game after the loss to the Jazz. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Kenneth Faried. Harris is out there with Moutier, and it's Sampson in at the 3 slot.
And so last season for Tony Parker, somewhat of a shift. I mean, he was solid, but injuries cost him a few games. He also had his lowest assist and points per game totals since his rookie year. But he fought through like the champion that he is.
That drops. Leonard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Harris dishes to Moutier. There's the triple. Good on the shot.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Now here's Parker. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. And the pass to Mills. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Parker. Aldridge has got his first 2 points of the night.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
That's good.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
The Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Mills in the corner. The tray. And it's Denver with the rebound. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Moutier kicks to Harris. Screen by Faried. Now here's Moutier, covered by Mills. Back to Faried, and stolen by Aldridge. Leonard, that's for 2. Moutier with the rebound.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Gary Harris.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Jakar Sampson. Now here's Arthur. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. So they take the lead.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the third fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
There's the pick. Pass to Harris. Floats one up, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
Now, here is Martin. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
West outside. Clock at 4. Back to Leonard. Baseline jumper. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature.
Here's West after the Nuggets pick up 2. Back to Ginobili. The shot's good on the assist by West. Ginobili's got his first 2 points of the night.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Three-pointer Augustine. Rebound San Antonio. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make a few runs, but it just never happened for them. And when you can't string things together, it's tough sledding. It's a tough way to go. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Parker, with no one around, drains the three-pointer. Parker's got 5 now. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. Down low. Shot's good by Laverne.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
It's Parker outside, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.